tell me something, viewer, listener, person. Do you like guns? Do you like being naked? Because we like the naked gun and other things that we're going to talk about. This is a terrible intro already. Anyway, Matt, play the theme song.
Cinestro called the cast. It's your weekly gold mine. Stay tuned in. Stay tuned in. They got the beats, got those comic spins. I stay tuned in. Stay tuned.
Oh, God. Oh my God!
Shame.
Never.
Shame.
I was so sure of that intro, and then I realized, oh my God, I have nothing for this. I don't know where I was going.
AZ banned from doing intros for the next 2
Choked.
years.
Don't stick to the
Suspended.
outros, bro.
Suspended.
But anyway, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We got the King of the Hill reboot. We got The Naked Gun, which is a movie. Not me trying to solicit from the audience. I want to preface that as much as I strongly can. And other things that are of either equal or lesser value, you decide.
Some real
And
shit.
Spider-Man. Something happened with him. I don't know. I guess they're making like a movie or something, some indie project. I don't know. Probably never heard of it. Punisher's also
before
back.
we get into that, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Something
What?
so important. Something that just makes me feel joy and laughter.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you
enjoyment.
fucking
Enjoyment.
no.
We're gonna get right into it, bro. So in 1986, the
Oh, we're
great
going back.
legendary Leslie Nielsen, first Great Star screens,
Mhm.
Lieutenant Frank Drebin, Police Squad. And in 2025, the year of our Lord, 2025, big colossal 2025,
Mhm.
we are now graced yet again by Police Squad, the new version, starring none other than our GOAT, Liam Neeson,
Oh my God.
aka Ra's al Ghul, aka
I didn't realize.
That's my goat.
I didn't realize
Qui-Gon,
until
aka
you
I'm
said-
locked the fuck in. Look at me, I got merch.
Oh,
You got
I'm
a fucking
locked in.
poster?
that's sick.
I'm naked gun down, bro.
I'm nude.
That's crazy. My
nude.
theater said they were sold out.
Nude firearm down.
Nude firearm is crazy.
Nude firearm, bro. So, if for those of you if you don't know about Naked Gun or the brand of comedy that this film is birthed from, you will after this episode. Naked Gun is full of just the most idiotic, most unbelievable, most goofy shit to ever happen in any comedy movie. And it's just so damn funny.
If you've ever seen like a Looney Tunes cartoon and you thought, what would it look like if people did that?
Yeah,
that is slapstick humor. It is
Mr. Bean and Pink Panther type
Pink
shit
Panther,
combined.
yeah.
I can't think of a modern thing that like the younger people of the audience would understand because like people wanted to go Three Stooges. Oh fuck! I realize what the closest thing we have is, and it's sad. Eric Andre show is the closest thing we probably have. Oh god! So that but good. That but good.
Yeah.
Eric Andre, we're foreshadowing another project in this discussion already.
But yeah, this is good. This is good, dude. I love the Naked Gun films.
Oh my gosh.
Really, because Leslie Nielsen is amazing. And it wasn't until while I was watching this and enjoying like all the slapstick humor in it, I was like, man, why am I enjoying this so much? Dude, it was like the last good slapstick thing I saw, and it's fucking superhero movie, and I was like, why? And it's because of Leslie Nielsen. So just to show you how integral he is to the genre, this movie had some big shoes to fill. And those shoes, we're gonna need some bigger shoes. That's all I'm saying. All right, there's some footprints left in this thing's wake.
Shaquille O'Neal type shoes. Like this shit was.
This is a beautiful reboot.
I think whenever. So what we did leading up to the release of this film, my girlfriend and I watched the OG3 in sequential order, and then we got to watching the new one on release weekend. Now, obviously, the first one's my favorite. The first Naked Gun is hilarious, bro. Yeah. I went in there with zero expectations. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to expect, what to expect in this film, what I'm getting into. I don't want to set any bad, like, what's it called? I don't want to set the bar too high for it or whatever. That shit was hilarious. I was crying, laughing. All the type of like physical comedy in there was hilarious. The storyline, I mean, it's very predictable, paint by the numbers story, but it's just told in a way that's so fun. And then you have bro, I was telling my girlfriend too. It's the grandpa from Spy Kids, Ricardo Montalban. I don't want to say his name wrong, but he's
in the
great
first one.
He's in Spy Kids. He's the grandfather from Spy Kids. He's in the first movie. He's also played Khan.
Yeah.
He also played Khan in the original Star Trek. Elite actor. I feel like I'm doing him a disservice by mispronouncing his name. My bad. My fault, G.
I can take a stab at it so that he's
Have y'all also watched Airplanes? Have y'all ever watched that?
Leslie Nielsen's in that too. I was about to that. Yeah.
Sure,
Airplane has one of my
serious.
What?
I am sure.
Yes, I am serious. Don't call me Shirley.
Bro,
My favorite gag in that got me to watch the entire of the movie is where my friend Chaz made a joke about speak and jive at me, and I was like, "What the fuck does that even mean? Like, what does that mean?" And he showed me this scene from Airplane where it says "woman" translating like these Soul Brothers '70s motherfuckers.
It was hilarious,
and she's translating. She's like trying to get them to like relax. And it's like, "Hey, yo, chill, daddy, yo. Ain't no talking about that skillet."
Code switches.
I'm like, "What the
She
fuck?"
Said, relax, Jack. I said, "What is going on?"
This is the road that led us to Iggy Azalea. Like, what are we doing? What is happening?
Oh my god!
like it's so fucking funny. And this movie, off the bat, managed to get me laughing because the opening scene does not take itself seriously at all. Because even in the lead up to before anything is going down, you see like a little girl skipping down the fucking street with a comically large lollipop, and you're like, okay, there's a bank robbery there. That child should not be here. And it flashes back to inside of the vault where my man, good ending Elon Musk is in there.
Evil James Gunn, swagged out Elon Musk, you name it. My goat, Kevin Durant, Fred Dukes from X-Men Origins.
My man Kevin is in there with a device of unimaginable power. And it's literally this fucking motherboard that says in bold font, plot device. I sat down, I put both of my hands together, and I said, "Oh yeah."
You gotta take it back a little bit. Whenever the movie first started, and the little girl skipping past the police line, the squad car said "to warm and serve," and I said, "Oh yeah, we're in for a funny time.
Oh, yeah.
It's about to begin." And obviously, the bank sequence was in the trailer for the movie, so I knew what to expect from that. But everything you see in the trailer, maybe like 20 minutes of it is in the movie. The rest of the movie is so hilarious.
And that's scattered 20 minutes, not like a straight narrative 20 minutes. Like it's petered out. Like there's bits that you see in the trailer that are then expanded upon. Like it's not in the trailer during the bank heist, but he does gun fu like John Wick.
Bro,
so where he grabs the gun and he disarms it, right? And then the next guy, he grabs his gun and he literally breaks it in half. And I'm like, that's weird. And then he grabs the next guy and it gets even more ridiculous because he crumples the gun into dust. So he throws it to the ground. And the last guy, that fucked me up, dude. I was like, how are they going to escalate this further? And he leads at the dude's pistol and just bites the front barrel off of it.
What the fuck?
Eats it, and the guy just like runs away.
That shit was hard, bro. That shit was hard.
When he disarms that one gentleman, Matt.
Dog, he was doing all types of crazy shit, and like for those of you who watch Liam Neeson movies, he plays very serious characters, very serious roles.
Oh yeah,
he's this highly trained, you name it, hitman, assassin, whatever. And
I'm a construction worker that's also Winter Soldier or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. It's like I work at the post office. I also have killed 36 men with this thumb. Like, you know, he's doing all types of random side quests. And like in this movie, it's a complete. It takes that concept and like turns it on its head a bit because it's a comedy film. It's not necessarily an action film. It's a comedy film first with a bunch of action set pieces here and there. And throughout the movie, you can just see it. Everyone in this film shines. I liked Liam Neeson as Baby Frank Jr. We got a little bit of Frank Jr. in I think the third one. It was some kid with a white wig. That shit was hilarious too. there's good callbacks and references to the original films. There's a lot of homage to the OG actors, save for one person, he who shall not be named.
No, we can name it. It's a good bit. It's a solid fucking bit. There's a police station worth of people all in front of like former actors from the Naked Gun franchise and their parents who were cops, and they're all like doing the same thing Liam Neeson, Frank Jr. is doing. Yeah, talking about like, hey dad, I miss you. I wish I could just get a sign, some kind of advice. And it pans like this black guy, and it pans up because his dad was O.J. Simpson, and he's like,
Nordberg.
hey dad, no,
he said,
I can't.
And then they
Sorry,
cuts the
I
next
can't do
scene
it.
immediately.
And he literally just goes, nah, and then dips. It's so fucking funny. So the scene in the interrogation room with Busta Rhymes is also great because he's like,
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes is in it. He's the dude you see in the trailer where he's like, I see you did 20 years for man's laughter. Must have been one hell of a joke. And he's like, it's just manslaughter. He's like, I'll be asking the questions here. And then he fucking shuts the binder.
For man's laughter?
What the hell was that?
I don't know. I clicked something on accident. My fault.
That was crazy. That was wild.
My fault.
But like he shows like his body cam footage from the whole day. And it is just hijinks of stupid shit. He's
funny.
It literally says like the timestamp of 7 a.m. and he's in his car eating a chili dog. And I'm like, where did you get that? At 7 in the fucking morning. Sonic's not even open.
I need to know.
Legally, 7-Eleven has to call the cops if you come in there before the hours of dawn. A chili dog. Like, that's insane. And he like chugs a coffee. And he then proceeds to chug another one. He pulls over a guy who has like an unregistered gun in his glove compartment. He's like, that's not mine. He's like, oh,
you look like
I gotta go. He runs into a fucking McDonald's and the line for the bathroom is too long. And he tries to like commandeer the bathroom and no one's listening. So he shoots his gun in the air and he's like,
police business.
He's like, we can just fast forward past this part. And then literally it's just him eating like thinking about eating more chili dogs and like talking to himself, telling himself he's like such a piece of shit. He's like, you're breastfed until you were 13. Man, I can't even get hard without the scent of breast milk on your lips. What's fucking wrong with you?
And this is Liam Neeson.
And bro, it's Liam Neeson, so you know he's got that gravelly voice. He's reading these lines like dead ass, like he's straight up.
Yeah.
You're breastfed until you were 13.
Not since Schindler's List has he read lines this serious. And they're giving him the most insane fucking material.
This is the same guy who led a Star Wars film, bro. This is the same guy who read three Taken films. The same guy, and it's crazy. It's hilarious. Aslan, bro.
He's like the mascot for like the quintessential movie that your dad would like. Like my dad loves him. Everyone's dad loves Liam Neeson. If I showed him this, he would lose his fucking mind and love this.
He'd be like, "What is going on?"
That's great.
And I think this movie shines primarily because of Liam Neeson and what
Pamela
we know
Anderson.
him as. And Pamela Anderson
played off each other very well. Congratulations to the two of them, by the way.
They're real life couple, aren't they?
Yeah, they're real life couple.
Yeah.
Congratulations to both of them.
And there's this weird thing because Liam Neeson's been very candid about this in like interviews and stuff prior to like this film, just around like the death of his wife. And now he's like, I'll probably never find love again. I think that was it for me, right? And there's this weird subplot kind of thing where Frank Jr. also has like the same kind of conflict as Liam Neeson, right? And it's like it's not like intentional, I guess, but it's so like weirdly emotionally tying if you know, I guess, the Liam Neeson lore.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a weird bit of earnestness this movie has, and I liked that. I liked that a lot. Because amidst all the slapstick, I was like, oh, that's nice.
It makes it feel human. It so adds that human touch. And that's the great thing about the first three films too. Even though they're zany and insane comedy, they
Oh,
still
yeah.
manage to grasp a certain human element that a lot of comedy films, if they're not written too well, it just becomes a slog fest of jokes, which is it's in its own. I mean, that's enjoyable, I guess, but I like
Mhm.
some plot
If
some
they're
plot
done
device.
right, because then you
Yeah.
have stuff like some Adam Sandler movies where it's just like
Grown Ups too.
Yes, and
Grown
Jack
Ups
and
too.
Jill.
Yeah,
The Zohan.
versus the first Grown Ups. The first Grown Ups
Right.
is a classic.
But when you have
Yeah.
someone like Liam Neeson, who I think that's what's selling this movie, is just how fucking serious we've seen him. Like he's done like that Ricky Gervais stuff that I sent, but not in a big movie, you know.
Yeah.
It's
He has
like
it.
to me, it's like whenever Hugh Jackman voice acted for Flushed Away, because I was really surprised. Like this is Hugh
Forget that
Jackman.
him
This is the
sometimes.
same. This is the same
Flushed
dude who's
Away has-
Wolverine. He was running around. And,
Flushed
The
Away
Wolverine's
has
also
something.
been the Rat. Wow, that's wild.
that's crazy, right? So it's the same thing for Liam. I really did enjoy this film. I gave it, in terms of rating, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5, or was it a 3 and 4 out of 5? I feel like there's room to grow, even though it's good. There's still room for improvement, and that's why I know they're gonna make sequels. Let's be real, they're gonna make some sequels of this. It's gonna make.
no,
he
needs
said,
to have-
he said it was a one-off kind of thing.
Nah, they're
like,
gonna make sequels. Bro. Trust me.
Look. As much as
this film needs to see, they'll get some sequels.
What's its Rotten Tomatoes score at? I think it's got a pretty decent critical acclaim. I don't know box office numbers, but I do know it's doing pretty well critically. If anybody has that information,
I'll try and pull it up quick. This is the level of journalism y'all will get watching this channel. By the way,
yeah, in real time, we figure this shit out.
36 million worldwide.
36 million worldwide out of a pretty. I don't think his budget was too substantial. It seems pretty minimal, I guess, in terms of like a comedy movie, because they don't usually.
Opening was 16 mil.
Rotten Tomatoes has it at 89%,
as it fucking should,
and a 75% from the fans. So it'll do solid. It's gonna make some money, and then they'll be like, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead. And
it's
make
only an
one.
hour 25. That's kind of nice.
Oh my god! How much did you say it made?
88 minutes. They're all 88 minutes long.
How much did you say this made?
36 mil so far.
36 mil so far. That it's tripled its budget already. It's a 12 mil. It's a $12 million movie.
Oh.
Dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna make
dollar.
It's gonna make money. It's gonna get a sequel's gonna get greenlit once they realize what they've got. I hope they do like more with the supporting cast
of more. Okay, I can
more
see
with
that.
the supporting
I can see
cast.
that.
Like I want more involvement because Paul Walter Hauser is a great actor. He's having a hell of a summer right now. He was in Fantastic Four. He's in this. He's in some other stuff. I want to see more from him if they make a sequel film. Of course, Pamela Anderson. We're going to see her again. The whole trope of the female lead,
the femme fatale,
leaving and coming back in throughout the first 3 films. I think it was done correctly. You know, it makes sense. So hopefully do something with that. And then, of course, you know, the rest of the police squad. It's a big ass unit now. Like it's huge. They got to do something and or even if they don't make a movie, make a series. That way you can keep going. You can introduce new characters, introduce new actors, things like that. That's just a thought I had. It's a Paramount project, so it'll be on Paramount Plus soon. You know, make a Paramount.
I feel like if they did a series, though, I think there's just like there's something about doing all of this slapstick and all this like comedy in a movie that doesn't make it feel oversaturated, to where I feel like if somebody binged this or going week to week or episode to episode, the concept would get kind of stale, right? I feel like a movie is the perfect format for this.
But the Ted series was great.
The Ted series was great. But that wasn't solely slapstick based. That was mainly like a core comedy, right? There's more to explore there, right? This with a series, I don't know what else you could do with it, if I'm being honest.
Well, technically, there was a Police Squad TV series back in the day that kicked off this franchise. So, I mean, it depends on how you go about it. A lot of the police procedural shows that we have on here are mad serious, and they all eventually cross over. There's a lot they can use as parody of you know, NCIS, Miami, CSI, New York, all that shit. Like make something funny of it, and I would watch the shit out of that. I watched the absolute hell out of it.
Also, before we do our ratings and fully move on, Matt, do you have like a favorite bit in this movie of just needlessly comical slapstick violence? Because I have mine, and it is unmatched by anything else in this. Oh yeah, fuck, we forgot to mention before we even do the ratings, dude. Fucking Leslie Nielsen is in this movie, technically. I forgot. We didn't mention this at all. Okay, so there's a point earlier in the movie where he's like talking to Frank Senior's picture of Leslie Nielsen, and he's like, "Send me a sign, Daddy. Anything else? Something cool, maybe like an animal, like an owl, right?" And it's just never mentioned at all. You forget about it. It's at the back of your mind. It's the last thing you're fucking thinking about. And then at the end of the movie, when he has to do the big chase and find the bad guy, he looks up and there's a fucking owl on just a street lamp. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. And he's like, Daddy. And he's like, Daddy, it's not you. And the owl responds.
Why is he suddenly British?
He's like, I don't know. This is what Liam Neeson sounds like to me. He's like,
Neeson is Irish.
He's like,
he doesn't sound like that.
We need to go get the bad guys. We need to go get the bad guys, but we'll never catch them at this rate. No, and the owl like nods, and it cuts away to the bad guys who are like running away on their motorcycles. And I was crossing my fingers, hoping and praying to God I saw what I think I was about to see. And from the heavens above, on the smallest owl, is 6'4" Liam Neeson holding onto its legs. Because it's the actual ghost of Frank Sr. in the fucking owl. And that's Tokyo drifting around and swatting him into the bad guys.
You shitting on people.
He shits on a dude. And that would have been my favorite if not for the fact that it was immediately topped by seeing Walter Hauser kick a kid into a vending machine and his body crumples. That was hilarious. What's the funniest fucking thing? Oh, great movie. I love this movie. 5 out of fucking 5, no notes. I haven't laughed this hard from a movie in ever. Last time I laughed this hard was maybe like what was that? What's that fucking Tim Robinson movie? Friendship, but that wasn't outwardly funny, right? That wasn't like objectively like meant to be funny. This thing, just about every bit word for me, and I'm gonna rewatch. There's probably gonna be bits that I missed, but it's just great, man. It's just so good, dude.
I think my favorite action sequence, maybe the bank scene, but the one that was really hilarious was the fight scene of him in like that basement type deal. And it's just a line of dudes, and he's just fucking knocking them out, scoring number after number. That shit had me dying.
Just take it. He just claps him in the face.
Which is also funny because in like I think it was the second or third one where he said he was at like this hospital that turned out to be a sperm bank. They said take a number, and he said, he was like Leslie Nielsen goes, 6, and she's like, pick a number and you will be called, and it's like a little number ticket thing. That shit was funny. And then the final fight outside, he's like doing all this crazy combat shit. The device makes people. It's basically like, what's it called?
The one from Kingsman. The one that makes people savage, basically.
The frequency makes people like murderous and violent.
The church scene.
Yeah. And like in this one, he says it's so calming them down, it calms them up. And like he's fighting all these people, he slides on his back and he's like punching these dudes' balls and he's doing all this shit. It's so out of control.
When he's kicking the fucking, he doesn't want to shoot the people because they're like under mind control.
Mm-hmm.
And so he empties them. He cuts the mags. He like de-chambers both of them, and he like kicks them with his feet.
He shot that dude's tooth back in his mouth. Like it was out of pocket. It was wild.
It's so ridiculous.
So this dude's Deadpool.
Essentially.
If Deadpool had the sauce that Frank Jr. had, he wishes. He fucking wishes.
I like that.
It's amazing.
It was swagged out.
If you put actual like gratuitous violence in this, Matt, this would be a great The Mask, like a comic
Yeah.
accurate The
Oh,
Mask.
This would be a
I
good
would
comic accurate the Mask.
yo.
Which
because
fingers
it's just fucking
crossed,
stupid.
fingers crossed, we get a remake of that in a couple years.
Dude, I love
Please let it be
Inshallah.
animated. I'll take an animated one.
I'll take
just
an animated one
give me the
too.
violence. Give me
Do
the
it,
violence, man.
yeah. Do it like Archer, like that type of art style.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that'd be
something like
good.
that. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm cooking. Just like this film was
Why?
cooking. I gave it a 3.5. Or the 3.5 or
3.5.
3 out of 5 because I
I
feel like
think-
there's still room for growth. So
That's fair.
it's
That's
not
fair.
negative. It's not a negative 3.5. It's like okay, I want to see more. There's a ceiling that the bar is pretty high for me after watching the first 3 too. So I want them to succeed more than that. So hopefully we do get the sequel we mentioned. I hope they do mess around with it and go.
Grant, what's your hype meter to see this? Since you're
Probably a 4.
somewhat in the dark. 4. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah.
I want to.
Right in the middle of me and Matt. I'm liking this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Valid. Hey, speaking of remakes and re-entries of older films, let's take a turn. Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, Matt, I got it this time. All right, ready for this? Best segue of all time.
Here we go.
Look, honestly, it's got a big legacy to contend with. The Naked Gun's great. However, it does have a lot to make up for because sometimes reboots aren't always up to par. Speaking of par,
that's not bad.
We're talking about another reboot,
and
we're talking golf, baby. We're talking
nice.
We got him.
We're talking Happy Gilmore 2, a movie no one asked for, but we got it and we watched it.
Bro, I'm so serious. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When I opened Netflix the other day and it said Happy Gilmore 2 coming July, I said, when? Why?
Yeah.
How did this happen? How did we get here? And I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's okay because I like Adam Sandler.
I'm not gonna say no.
He's funny. I'm not gonna say exactly that. I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna watch this. So I did my rewatch. My girlfriend and I rewatched the OG Happy Gilmore. Still holds up to this day. Elite film. I'm gonna put that poster up real quick. Homage to the GOAT. My freaking
GOAT.
R.I.P. Chubbs. One of my favorite Adam Sandler movies, honestly. But then this one, the second one. Holy shit! How did we get here? The first part of the film, the first 2/3 of the film, solid sequel. The last third, off the rails.
About solid, good.
It's a state of matter.
It's decent.
Enjoyable.
It's decent. Yeah,
I can watch it. I can watch it while I'm doing the dishes, look up and be like, "That's pretty funny," and then go back to the dishes.
But the last part of the movie is Christ. It's the same. It's the same. The feeling I felt during the Happy Gilmore 2 is how I felt for the majority of grown-ups too. You know, you have this first film that's like, okay, it's funny, it's off the wall, it's zany as hell, but it's great. Then you have this follow-up that's like, all right, how do we take this to another level? And they managed to mess it up.
It's just,
the plot of Happy Gilmore 2. So for those of you who don't know, if you for some reason have not seen Happy Gilmore 1, Happy Gilmore is a guy who dreams to be a hockey player. He has a lot of rage, he's a lot of anger in him, and a lot of power with his slap shot. He sucks at skating, can't really do that shit too good, but he's got this sick ass slap shot that everyone's like, damn, you got so much power, you should do something with that. And he goes and takes it to the world of golf, becomes a great golfer. He wins a championship against an actual professional golfer just based on his aura and swagger alone. And then, you know, everyone lives happily ever after. Chubbs dies, R.I.P. my GOAT. And then shit, excuse me. And then Happy gets married to the female lead, Virginia Bennett, played by Judy Bowen. GOAT, love her, she's great. And then the movie ends, and they're like, okay, cool, that's the end of Happy Gilmore. Everyone's happy, everyone won. The sequel picks up 30 years later. Happy is 58 years old at this point. And the first part of the movie is him dealing with the grief of losing his wife. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, please pause the video and then come back after you watch it. All right, cool, boom.
Dude.
So, spoiler alert: he killed his
He-
wife on accident on purpose. He didn't mean to, but he swacked
That shit.
the shit out of a ball. And I was like, this is the most. At that point, I was like, I already know we're in for some bullshit. Because why are you killing off his wife?
Bro,
It didn't make any sense.
Bro, what's fucking crazy? Me and my friends were literally having the same reaction you did, but it was when Happy Gilmore was out, and we were all like really drunk. It was like maybe like 2 a.m, and we had gotten back from like watching Fantastic Four, and this fucking killed me because we're scrolling through. We're like, hey, when they do this? I ain't allow this. I ain't asked for this. Did you ask for this? No. All right, cool. Let's watch it. And we're like, this is probably just going to be some bullshit. And we'll probably turn it off in 10 minutes. And in the first 5, they killed his wife by his own hand. And we all let out a collective scream. And we were just like, well, we have to watch this now. We have to watch this. There's no, we got to see where this goes. Like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Dude.
It made zero sense. I was like,
I loved it. No, that's an excellent hook, dude. Because like, as a YouTuber, right? As a
known
internet
YouTuber.
influencer myself, you have to really have something within those first few minutes to seconds of a video, which is why some people put like the most outrageous clip that's later in the video at the beginning, or be like, stay till the end for a special giveaway or whatever the fuck, right? The hook for this movie was so impressive that I'm trying to figure out how in my next YouTube video I can incorporate the murder of my loved ones, because that seems to work. I would not have watched this shit otherwise. If this had any other intro and she just died, I would be like, all right, cool. But the fact that it's by Happy Gilmore's own hand, in a violent way, no less. It's like a 78-mile-an-hour golf ball just, I guess, hit her right between the eyes. And David and Goliath.
78 mile per hour? I think it was more than that, bro. He'd be smacking the shit out of that ball.
But he kills her. But it got me to watch the rest of the movie, which is it's no dead wife.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. It's definitely a film. It's definitely a film. Now the plot point of him having a redemption arc and coming back and dominating golf again, that part was great. The part of him going up against these super, basically golf Power Rangers B team,
dude,
whack ass maxi golf with fake Elon Musk with
shit was terrible.
Shit is bad, mind you. This guy the guy who plays the billionaire, I believe he's directing. Him and his brother are directing The Smashing Machine in October. He played what's his name from Oppenheimer. Like he's a good filmmaker and a good actor. So what the hell? This must be like I just need to get some easy money type shit,
you know what's hilarious? I asked myself the whole time while this movie was like on the Netflix page, while it was loading up, while I was watching it, I was like, why did Adam Sandler make this? Why did he do this? We didn't ask for this. Why did he do this?
That clip of Terrence, do you need some money?
Do you need some money?
Do you need some money?
And that's the thing Adam Sandler does that I respect. Because he's a man who's had a lot of success, right? Starting his career doing stand-up at SNL and doing multiple, record-breaking sales for comedy albums, having a landmark career, being considered one of the patron saints of just comedy in general.
Staple.
Right?
Staple.
Yeah.
A staple. Launching the careers of more people than he knows what to do with. Because he's just that guy. Right? So he's starved for cash, and he's a talented guy. He was in fucking Uncut Gems, and he was amazing in that.
He's probably one of his best film roles, if we're being real.
Yeah.
So you're sitting here, and you're like, why did he do this? And Adam Sandler does this thing where he makes his money, and he's
for the love of the game.
Where he's just like, he's like, I want to go on a vacation with my friends, but I don't want us to pay for it. Let's go film a movie called Grown Ups, and then we'll make a second one so we can go on vacation again.
I want to go play some golf.
It's just they're just made for the sole purpose of him being able to bullshit with his friends, and I love that. And then while I was watching this one, I was like, "What's the Sandler hook for this one? Why does he need money? Right? What's happening?" There's his daughter in this film.
It's his daughter.
The whole time, We didn't know that. We did
Bro.
not know that
And
at
then
all. We were drunk as shit.
the girl at the AA meeting, also his daughter.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
I
I thought that the
nepotism
know
done
that
right. This is good nepotism.
He brings his homies in
Mm-hmm.
too, so it's
Steve
like,
Buscemi
why
is
would
just
he
doing
not
nothing.
do? Why would
Bro,
he
Steve
do that?
Buscemi,
Yeah.
elite actor, just fucking around
He's in
peeing in
Wednesday.
mailboxes. John Daly, the John
I
Daly.
also, dude,
is in
I felt
this.
1,000 years old because I was the only one out of the 5 drunk motherfuckers in that room, including myself, who knew who John Daly was.
Dog,
And I was like,
I said, is that
I
John
can't-
Daly?
I was
I
sitting
can't
there naming
describe you.
off.
SNL royalty, man.
I was
can't
sitting
break
there
his
naming
neck.
off every golfer that came up, and she looked at me and she was like, "Do you know all these people?"
Bro, I sounded like ESPN the whole time. Ash and I were watching this film, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's Scotty Scheffler! Holy shit, that's Rory McIlroy!" And she's like, "What?" I was like, "Bro,
It's
I
crazy,
gotta
because
follow
that they
golf,
got
bro."
Bryson DeChambeau and Rory McIlroy on the same set together.
Insane. I think,
Bro,
I
he was
think the
talking about
budget
that.
for this film,
Don't you touch his titties? Those are mine.
that shit
No,
had me dying.
Like, bro.
So don't touch his
do
titties.
not-
Those are my titties. I was like,
I had the exact opposite reaction, bro, because me and all my friends were like, yo, who the fuck are these people, bro? I've
Yeah,
never seen none of these golfers.
I think that helps with a
me.
bunch of like people that
if you know golf,
Like,
like
even
Lee Trevino
the,
being in this still, and like he's
bro,
like 80
and
years
Jack
old.
Nicklaus and fucking Freddie Couples.
Was
Bro,
Mark
Ernie
Lyle in
Vivian-
this one? No, Mark Lyle was in the first one. Was he
bro,
in this
y'all
one too?
sound 50.
Yeah, I
I don't
think
know
so.
what you're talking. These are
Yeah,
names.
we do.
These
really
are
do.
real people.
Wait until they make F1 the sequel, and I start listing off drivers, bro.
Bro.
I'll be pissed off.
That's the exact this is a lore accurate description of something that happened when we were watching this movie. When they're showing all the different busts of golfers who are famous, right? They said they're like this guy, Tiger Woods. I was like, oh yeah, I know who that is, right? And then they said Arnold Palmer, and I audibly said, oh yeah, from the Arizona,
Yes, yeah, from the tee.
from the drink, from the beverage. I know him more for his beverage than I know his fucking golf.
Absolutely. The whole world probably knows him
Will
more from the
Chamberlain
drink.
of golf, essentially. And this man was like, I get the brown, I put the yellow, and now it's delicious. That's like his greatest
He
contribution.
put vodka in that, John, originally, and it's
Oh,
even better.
really?
And it's even better with vodka.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. I've just been having normal
It's the
iced tea
best-
lemonades.
No, it's the best thing on the planet.
The man might be onto something. Great golfer.
Great golfer, great mixologist, I guess.
Also, but on the subject of fucking cameos, dude.
Dude, Eric Andre sucked. Travis Kelce sucked. Eminem's was
Not so much
great,
in
and
Super Bowl.
Bobon, what's his name? Who was the goofy guy's son in this one? He's the basketball player for not Dallas anymore, but was. He's also in John Wick. He's the guy that John Wick fights in the library. The ugly.
Oh, the tall big guy, the one who kills the book.
Yes,
Yeah, I
Homeboy's
don't
son,
know
dude.
his name, but
It's Bobon.
Bobon, yeah, Bobon, dude. Bobon, there was so many cameos. At a certain point, me and my friends made a game out of it, to where we just started like calling people that we think are going to be in this movie, and we're like, just don't look it up. And I was like, dude, this is like fucking millennial Avengers Endgame. Like, this is fucking insane. Like if you are approaching 30 or up, like this is your bracket for like knowledge of pop culture. And it's I guess at one point I was like, dude, I don't know, fucking anybody could be in this movie. Anybody. And my friend Anthony was like, what's not that one guy from the Dragon Ball edits, the Cowboys fan? I was like, who the fuck are you talking about? It's like, they do this all over TikTok. He really likes the Cowboys. And I was like, who? And then Stephen A. Smith pops up on the screen.
Oh my god.
And he just loud as fuck goes, that's him. That's the guy. I was like, fucking Stephen A. Smith.
I can't get away from this fucker.
Bro,
He's everywhere.
I hate him.
I think like you already talked about Post Malone showing up, right?
Oh, that pissed me off too.
Bro,
No, I
Post
like
Malone
that. I like that.
came out of nowhere. He was on
From the
his whole
top rope.
with
It's,
Vern Lundquist and John Black.
Which I love.
They had a
golfing
Screech
thing.
from
I did
Screech
like
from
that
Saved by the
callback
Bell
of
was in
them.
here.
He was. Oh, the fucking
Yeah.
dude with the chainsaw.
Yeah, yeah. He's the one. He's the one. Like they're all cheering for Screech. He's like, "Who the fuck is Screech? Who the fuck is Screech?" And I was like, "That's you. That's what you are."
I just at that point by the time we reached the maxi golf tournament portion, I just stopped caring. You know,
I like this a lot.
it didn't
When
make
Scotty
any
Scheffler,
sense.
the whole jail thing with Scotty Scheffler was perfect.
That shit was funny because
That
if
shit was
you
great.
know golf,
brother got booked into jail the night before a tournament and then won that bitch.
mm-hmm.
Is that the lore behind that? I thought they just put a golfer in jail. I thought that was it.
No, it's legit. It's real.
Scotty is literally.
It happened. Was it 2 years ago, Graham?
No,
was it 2 years or last year?
Last year.
Yeah, it was last year. I was working at the restaurant still.
All those people that were on there that were on his
they're
team
legit goated golfers.
And so that's like one of the things, like all these older people who gets pay attention to golf. The LIV is who they were making fun of this whole time, and that's pretty much Saudi Arabia basically paid players or offered players like $500 million to come and play golf. And it was the people who took the money are people that don't fucking win, like Bryson douchebag Shambo. Like just because the PGA is where the best players play, and that's where they want to be. And so that's what this whole like satirical thing was with this fake ass golf league that they were making, and
the Maxi League.
Oh, also,
it's like how in soccer, whenever like the greatest of the greats go play for like Saudi Arabia teams, or they come play
for like the Guangdong and Tiger.
They offered Tiger $1.5 billion, and he said, "Fuck you."
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
They're fucking desperate. That's suspicious. I'm not gonna lie. That's so suspicious.
Dude, it's blood money.
Lie, bro.
It's legitimately, bro. Rory McIlroy hates the LIV and what it stands for, and that's why it's like insane that Brooks Koepka and Bryson were in this, because those two were like the douchebag like heads of the LIV.
Also, I found out the reason why this movie was made, the reason Adam Sandler needed the money was when I found out that was his daughter in like the home footage, where I was like, oh, I wonder if they just got home footage of the actress, and then I found out that was his daughter. I was like, oh no, this nigga's actually trying to send his daughter to school to do ballet. I fucking love this man. I love Adam Sandler. What a wholesome guy. What a rad fucking guy.
You can't.
Oh man. Just for that reason alone, I liked this movie, I think.
I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it, but it definitely is not as good as the first one. But I will watch this again.
Also, we didn't mention the motherfucking patron saint of comedy's successor, Bad Bunny, is in this movie.
Michael.
And I did not know he was that funny. I didn't
realize it was him until like
amazing.
15 minutes in. She's like, "That's Bad Bunny," and I was like, "The fuck."
See, I realized it because I was sitting right next to a very, very passionate and very drunken, loud Hispanic friend. Jason, I love you, but Jesus Christ. This man shot out my eardrums. He's like, I was like, sorry, but
I'll pause this movie, go change your pants, and then let's continue this.
He's like, is he funny? Oh my God, it's my boy. Oh my God. I was like, bro, he's a melody.
I love my yo.
That's my Alberto.
But he's so fucking funny in this.
So good.
He's so great.
So if you've seen Bullet Train, you know he's in there for like 10, 15 minutes, and it's a funny 15 minutes. I liked him in there. I don't care what anybody.
Is he the bartender?
No, he's the whatchamacallit, the wolf, El Lobo, the other assassin.
Oh my God! I got
that's pretty right.
I didn't even clock that. It's amazing.
That Brad Pitt's character accidentally killed his wife. No, the what's her name? The Hornet. I don't fucking know. All types of shit was going on. And basically, his wife got killed. He thought it was Brad Pitt. He said, "I'm gonna go fuck up Brad Pitt." That's how he ended up on the train. And then by some happenstance, he gets killed. So yeah. But he's been popping up in a lot more films recently. He's in this one. He's gonna be in Caught Stealing. I'm gonna go see that in a couple weeks. I like Bad Bunny. We love Benito over here. I want to see more of him.
Yeah,
bro,
he's
Bad Bunny, put us on a tour,
like
bro.
him.
Please bring us to the tour. I would love to be in Puerto Rico with you, homie.
All right. Now, all in all, this is a very movie of all time. So I think
subsequent movie film.
In terms of factoring that in and disregarding my emotional attachment to how wholesome it is that he made this movie so his daughter could go to ballet school, I can earnestly give this shit a 2 because I was very drunk watching this, and it's not good. I cannot stress enough. It is not good.
I give it
Alcohol
a good
makes the
2.5.
pain go away, but it does not make Happy Gilmore 2 leave.
Yeah,
I give this one a 2.
I give it like a 2.5.
Matt, where are you at?
I'm pulling up my review right now. I think I put it at 2.5 as well.
Yeah, I can't think of
I put it
higher.
at 2.5 because like it does not earn a 3. I think if they stuck with the first part of the movie where he's like, I'm coming back, I'm trying to make money for my daughter.
And
instead of
a championship, a PGA championship.
Yeah, and then instead of having the pro golfers go play against a maxi league, have it the reverse. Have the maxi golfers come play regular golf.
Yes,
and have the pro golfers beat the maxi golfers there. That shit would have been way better. I would have been way better.
Oh, yeah.
I would have enjoyed the fuck out of that. So if they'd done that, I would have given it a 3.5, maybe 3 to 3.5. But this 2.5 seems valid for this film. I still love Adam Sandler. Don't think he's terrible.
Yeah,
I just think this could have
like
been written a little bit better. That's the thing about that's compared to Naked Gun, bro. It's if you write the story a certain way, it can still be funny as hell, but write it a certain way and it's going to be way more enjoyable. Like the whole bit about him playing against his old caddy, the blonde dude,
Will's out.
That shit was funny.
Dude, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Funny.
Everyone has been saying since that dude joined the tour, like he coincidentally looks a lot like that fucking caddy kid in Happy Gilmore, and was like, this is like 10 years ago. Everyone was like, he needs, like, if that ever happens.
Oh man, dude. Also, I'm not gonna lie. The flashbacks they play to help you remember who people are from the past films are fucking insufferable. I gotta mention that.
Yeah,
I gotta bump this shit down to just a flat 2. It's not a 2.5. I'm gonna push it down to a 2 for that. It's like a YouTube rewind in the worst way possible.
For sure.
That actually pissed me off. It's a 2. But you know what? It's been too mean. I don't think we need to grill this movie any further. And speaking of grilling, if you're gonna grill, make sure you always do it with 2 things. Propane and propane accessories. Brother King of the Hill is back, and it's my favorite anime. I love this show. Oh my god! Like they never fucking left, dude. Yep. Oh my god, this reboot is so good.
Dude, it's almost kind of a good thing that they took a hiatus, like a 20-year hiatus, to let the world like build, and him coming back into this. Bro, it's so fucking perfect, and it's almost like how I felt moving to Plano, Dallas area. I'm like, this is a whole different world, almost
a whole different type of Texas, dude. This is. I remember David was telling me when I said I started watching King of the Hill, and I was really hyped for the revival because I had watched like sparse episodes as a kid. I never consistently watched it. Yeah. And of course, I'm familiar with, like Pocket Sand. That's my Paris. I don't know, like typical thing, right? like the season 6 and 7 is where a lot of the memes came from. Yeah. And I was telling David about how I was really loving this show, like actually getting to watch it as an adult who's like grown up in Texas for the majority of his life.
You're catching it more. You're catching things a lot better as an adult, than we would have when we were watching cartoons.
Yeah, I'm clocking shit like over and over. I can remember specific moments that it's parodying within the events of things that I've lived through in Texas, right? There's even things that are so timeless, like the fact that almost every single time they go on like a highway or some kind of journey, there's some insane fucking person on the road. I'm like, God, it's Texas. That's very Texan.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense. And with how long it's been, I was concerned that it would be like Futurama, to where they're trying too hard to like cling to like the modern audience and recapture that spunk, or like any other revival, right?
South Park's doing a good job.
South Park's doing a good job.
I haven't watched any of the new episodes, but from what I've seen, I'm like, this shit is.
South Park is the only animation thing I would say consistently has been good when it takes long breaks and then comes back. And then recently we also got the Gumball reboot, which I think is pretty much just as good, right? So we're seeing an era where there's more of an uptick in quality with these revivals. But with King of the Hill, you have to remember that it's very grounded and very much like a story about people, which sounds
Yeah.
stupid, but like, because all stories are essentially
Bro,
about
this is
people. But
everyday
like,
shit, especially in
it's it's like an everyday world outside your window vibe, and
Yeah.
they pick back up with this really well. It's like vaguely 20 years after, because Bobby should be like 30, but he's 21, and he owns his restaurant with Wasana-san, the young boy, the young Wasana-san. I don't remember what his name is, but he owns a restaurant, and the Hills, Peggy and Hank were in Saudi Arabia doing like propane work, so they've been gone from Ireland for like 10, 15 years, like a while, like since the original series ended back in like 2010. So they've been gone for like 10, 15 years, and they came back, and not only has the world changed, but Ireland's changed in a big way, and it's just Hank and his buddies trying to get back to being themselves in this new world, and man, it's great.
Dude, and
It's
all the callbacks to like COVID and how like just bringing that shit in, like talking about what's the buddy's name? Is it Bill? That gets like the
Bill.
overweight and shit, dude. That's so fucking perfect. I
It's
know so
so
many people
perfect.
that have like were literally that and still are because of COVID. And then
Yeah.
like Dale getting mayor and shit, dude. Like it's just
For what was it? He said he's like, I broke a record for the state of Texas mayor for 36 hours. And I was like, what the fuck did you do? Even Keith David's character who's in this, I forget his name, but he's like, he was mayor because he ran during COVID on an anti-mask mandate.
anti-mask.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was because he was like all mask, Halloween, whatever kind of mask it is. I don't want to see her face. I don't want no coverage. I was going to extend it to hats before I realized I'd have to give up my own.
no mask for nothing.
Oh, damn. And even with I remember the cast is fun. For the limited amount of time we have, and my man John Redcorn is with us in these episodes. Um, Thankfully, his voice actor got to record some before his unfortunate passing, and that's very great. But this show is also marred by a lot of loss. For instance, the voice actress for Luann died very early on. I think even before the cancellation in 2010. I think maybe a little bit before that. No, near the end. I think it was like a couple of years after it ended. I think she passed away. And then we also had the voice actor for Dale die. So there's a lot of loss that's felt by this show. So they had to reshuffle some roles. So they have Khan Susanoof. Fuck his name, dude. Jesus Christ. They have Khan from Next Door. I'm not even gonna try that.
Yeah.
But they have Khan doing the voice of Dale, and it works for me because it does sound like years of smoking have kind of got up to Dale, so that's fine. The only outlier, I also like Joseph's new voice. It makes sense. It's an adult. He sounds different. The new voice they give for Bobby, it's still the same voice actress, but she's doing more like a gruff thing. Yeah.
It blends in nice because of the age, like just the years that pass.
Yeah, but the real standout, which really sucks because I like the actor in a lot of things, I just don't think he's good in this. Ronnie Chang is an ass fucking Khan. I don't like him as Khan. He doesn't. I know because I've heard him in Scissor 7, and he's fun in that as 7, right? He's a great voice actor, but he doesn't have that inflection.
Yeah,
that I would expect from Khan, let alone anybody in the show. Like he doesn't have like any variation of tone in his voice. Mannerisms are off. Yeah, it's not.
And that's one thing that is great about this show, because dude, like Peggy's accent, it's like you got to be able to have that kind of like
you can tell range. You can tell that they're definitely older, and they slide into their old roles very well. I think very very cohesively.
For sure. Dude, Hank is fucking he's just incredible.
Yeah. Hank is as new as a shiny penny, basically, to this entire world. He's driving around. There's a point where he sees a road sign for a billboard, and it says "Real Oklahoma City Barbecue." And he does a signature Yeah, he doesn't
Oh,
use the signature Hank Hill. He's like, oh,
he's been talking. Him and Peggy are like, look at all these flashers, all these cones. I just drove a mile and took 7 left turns.
just
And
to go
then
down the road.
they're just shitting on how bad things are, and he sees that Oklahoma
It's-
sign, and that was the last fucking straw
That
for
was
him.
his breaking point.
That
He's
was
like,
it.
Peggy, we might have made a mistake leaving
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. Like, crazy.
That place
Crazy
is
taking
more Texas
Saudi
than
over
Texas
Texas.
is. Dude,
Even
it's so good.
when fucking when he's talking to Bill, when he finds out what happened to him and like how Bill's like
Oh
this
my god.
this disgusting blob in a fucking bed. And he's like, "Oh well, you know they got deliveries nowadays, Hank. So I'll just have them set them over there on the old throwing place."
Or
And
they just throw it in.
he's like, "Dale, this is a." He's like, "Bill, this is a bush."
He's like,
There's-
he said, this is cheese. This will mold.
You can't have cheese in the sun, Dale. Or fucking Bill.
Bill.
Oh my god. And then Boomhauer, I think, is one of my favorite turns in this
Bro.
because he's just like kind of like a father because his girlfriend has a kid and he's like mentoring him. And contrary to everybody else, he doesn't understand a lick of what the fuck Boomhauer's
Bro,
saying.
it's so funny when he was like
So
explaining Hank. When he was like explaining Hank to him, and he was like, "Oh, there, give me old Uncle Hank."
he's like, I have no idea what that means at all. Even like there's a point where he wants to give the kid his first beer, but he's like, I don't want to give him like an actual like alcoholic beer. That'd be fucked up. So he gets him like a non-alcoholic beer, and his kid develops a non-alcoholic drinking problem where like he's with other kids in the alley and they're drinking non-alcoholic beers, and Peggy fucking storms over to Boomhauer and is like, Boomhauer, the kids are in the alley drinking non-alcoholic beers. And she like pauses and like they both stare at each other and she's like, I mean, it's wrong, but I just don't know why. Like, it's not technically illegal, but it just feels
Right.
wrong.
It feels
And I'm
wrong.
like, yeah, it doesn't feel right watching children day drink, but
Yeah.
they're not day drinking. They're consuming beverage during light hours, I guess.
It's a gateway beer.
Gateway beer.
Gateway
Yeah.
beer. You mean tell me
Basically,
somebody drinking O'Doul's is gonna get turned up?
Literally.
You know?
no, because like the kids at the they're at like a football game, I think, like at a stadium, and there's tailgaters there, and the kid starts trying to talk to the beer drinkers. And he literally says, beer drinkers, just like me," and he goes over there with his fucking non-alcoholic beer. He's trying to like party with them, and Boomhauer pulls him aside, and he's like, "I'll tell you, the daggum chocolate, the daggum shops here, man. I'll have to daggum tell you." And I understood what he was saying, but the kids are like, I have no
What?
idea what you're talking about, Mr. Boomhauer, but I just wanted to be cool like you. But maybe drinking just isn't for me. And it's this tender moment, and it's just so nice.
He's like, "Oh well, damn, man.
Oh, daggum, man. Oh, shush, I got that.
Dude, it's so funny. He's trying to like tell that kid what to do, and the kid's like, "What?"
The kid has no idea at all what Boomhauer is saying. And it's even, I think the only other person I've seen like that is that one lady he had like an on and off hookup with in that one episode where he figures out that, oh, maybe treating women like dog shit is not good. Oh, speaking of which, people who treat women like dog shit. Wait, Matt, have you seen the King of the Hill reboot?
No.
No?
I have not.
Brother, there is an episode that you will love.
I have not seen yet.
There is a moment in this where they do an entire episode because you know how in the original King of the Hill, Hank has a little brother. It's like his baby brother, like literally like a fucking baby, like GH, and he's like literally like 2. Because apparently Cotton's not shooting blanks, which is I don't even know how that's fucking possible. But he comes back in like an episode, and he wants to like make sure that the guy's ready for the world, and in order to get like the manliness training he needs, because Cotton's not in his life, and Hank is retired and has already raised kids, he takes him to what he thinks is like a male leadership boot camp. And it's just run by an alpha male podcaster. And it is such a goddamn good episode because not only does it like explain to you how stupid that ideology is, but
Yeah.
it also backhands the shit out of everybody that buys into it because they put all the incel guys and the people at this camp in a support group, and they get them instead of talking to the alpha male guy who just says, "Go to the gym, get money, get bands." Like they talk to each other and they
Get
work
money,
out
get
their
bands.
problems like adults. There's a point where the guy's like, "Why?" He's talking like this one black guy, and he's like, "Why do you have so many swords?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just think that they're a lot cooler, and plus it's better than taking chicks out because they always want something expensive." And the guy's like, "Okay, but what if you had more money because you weren't spending it all on buying swords? Then you would also be budgeting your money smarter to take out women to nice places where you want to take them to." And he's like, "Huh." I never thought of it like that. That's a good idea. like they're just doing normal shit. There's even a point where the incel guys where the alpha male dude's like, if a bitch won't talk to you, fuck her. On to the next one. We love these whores out here. We don't love these bitches. Fuck women. And Hank's like, so you're gonna just get mad because a woman doesn't want to talk to you? That's pathetic. That's asinine. Come on, GH. I gotta get out of here before I put my foot in this guy's ass. It's so good. It's so goddamn good. Oh, but it's good. People should watch it. I give this 5 propane tanks out of 5. We're back. We're
5
so
propane
back.
5 big booms.
5 big propane related booms, like the Mega Mart in that one episode. Oh man, it's incredible.
Give
and
me more. Keep doing it.
I think in all we should continue just like we should continue our topics for this episode because there's a lot to cover. What?
You said you gave it 5. I give it about a 4 for as far as my hype meter because I haven't seen it yet. I will see it. It's just the amount of shows and shit that we cover on this channel.
It's a honestly,
lot. We scrape off a lot if we're being real. Like right now, Alien Earth comes out this month. We're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch Weapons, Freakier Friday. There's like 30 million things. Peacemaker season 2. There's so much that we're gonna cover. So I have to pick and choose what I'm watching. So King of the Hill, it will get watched, just not anytime soon.
Eventually.
Same with this next project. I'm gonna put my eyes on it though. Eventually. Eyes of Wakanda.
Somebody boo this nigga, please.
I'm gonna boo myself, bro. Hold on, I gotta hit the boo check.
Now, quick survey. Who has seen the entirety of it?
I have not even watched it.
Why is
Matt, have you seen the entirety? Have you seen the entirety of it?
I have seen not 1 second of this.
Me either.
It'd be so
I forgot it came out already.
Okay, so if you guys want, I can quickly say that this is good because I've seen every episode except for the 4th one, which is the last episode, and I can quickly just summarize it.
Before
there's only 4 episodes.
Before you get into the meat and potatoes of this show, let's start with the marketing. And I'm gonna call out Marvel on this one. I'm a known Marvel enjoyer. I love Marvel comics. I got bullied in like
I know
3rd
what you
grade.
are.
Yeah, Ooh, they got me. Oh, they got me. Whoa.
Figured me out.
Yeah.
He likes Spider-Man. Beat him up.
Figure me out. You know what I am. I got bullied in grade school for enjoying comics, and now everybody wants to say they enjoyed comics for years. But fuck you. I stand Marvel very hardly. I stand Marvel and DC hard. I'm all for it. Why the fuck did they not promote this?
I saw one trailer a year ago.
Bro, I saw a trailer when I was watching some other shit on Disney Plus.
I saw a YouTube ad, and not even like a trailer. Not even like a video. It was like a picture on the Marvel homepage in my feed.
I forgot. So the thing with this, we announced this project on our channel several months ago. I think last year, actually, a year ago.
Yeah, it was last year with the trailer.
And we're like,
it was post-writer's strike, wasn't it? So why the fuck did this take so long?
Yeah, and then like nothing ever came from. They never hyped it up. They never said, "Oh, we just released Black Panther 2. Let's go ahead and start teasing this a little bit." The marketing for this is basically non-existent. And it showed up a week before the show starts to drop. I was like, there's no way this is not intentional. And like I said, I'm a big time Marvel enjoyer. I've been writing for Marvel since forever, as long as I can remember. And Graham and AZ will attest to this because I'm not just making this shit up. I can point specific comics and articles and issues where I'm like, this and this happened. Like I enjoy the shit.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time, I'm calling Marvel out hard. Why are you not promoting shows involving black characters like this, bro? Ironheart got
specifically
shit.
Ryan Coogler film or projects seem to be like
if
they don't want to touch them. Like, what is wrong with you? He prints money.
Successful director outside of the Russo brothers in your franchise.
If we're talking about just like,
let me rephrase.
If we're talking for like
Gunn, and you
modern
promoting what could have been a great moment for you, in this gap of comics of comic material. You know,
when you're like so fucking desperate, you re-recruited Robert Downey Jr., but God forbid you put out Ryan Coogler's quality material.
Yes.
Like, what is wrong with you people?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, it boggles my mind to the point where I'm like, I don't know what to make of this anymore. You know, I can't keep throwing little bones and be like, oh well, maybe they had other, like, no. What else is there to promote? You just promoted the shit out of Fantastic Four. That movie's out. It's in the theaters. Everyone's watching it. Cool. Let's start promoting the next set of projects. We got Marvel Zombies coming out this year in October. We got
I haven't seen shit about that.
Nothing. And this
is
specifically,
that still happening?
Eyes of Wakanda should have been like, they should turn the gas up for this. It's animated. It's involving Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler is still on the high of Sinners, the success of Sinners. What do you mean you're not going to promote a big project? I don't get it, dude.
It's also weird too, because like I get they want to pivot away from streaming because they realized during COVID they spread themselves too thin, and then people had to do like multi-sourced homework assignments in MLA format to understand the next fucking movie. I understand you want to avoid that, but just because you're trying to pivot away from streaming doesn't mean you don't promote your already existing projects. At least as much as Zaslav has a collapsing brain, his frontal lobe is intact enough to think I should at least just cancel this. Instead of them wondering, oh, this happened? I didn't know that dropped. That's crazy. I didn't hear about that at all. And it's a banger, right? Marvel will just release some shit out into the ether, like a fart in an elevator, then just leave and not tell anyone. Like it's fucking.
And it's because they're not confident in this shit. And this is a product of being made during that time of like, let's push as much shit out as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
the surplus, basically.
I mean, it really doesn't make any sense why there was no marketing, but I could imagine that has something to do with it. But also, like, come on, just.
But all in all,
is it worth a watch? Pretty much.
Okay. As somebody who's seen 75% of this, right? The first episode of the 4. Now, granted, as a whole, the show is beautifully animated. The voice acting is fun. I like the stories in pretty much all the episodes that I've seen.
And we get Iron Fist.
Getting to that. Give me just 1 second. Everything in the show is great. The sound design is great. I like the animation style and the art style, how it plays on like traditional like African style art with some of the facial structure of people is very fun. And they also don't stick to like one set era of the Black Panther mythos, because they do like the past with the War Dogs, right? That's the first 3 episodes. They went like the War Dogs of Wakanda. And while I didn't see the final episode, it seems like it jumps very, very far into the future. Almost to like some kind of like sci-fi event, which means there's like it's just showing you kind of like in an anthology kind of way. Like it doesn't matter if it's canon or not, it's just enjoyable. And I think the second episode does a really good job specifically of exploring why Wakanda was not good until T'Challa decided we should probably let people know we exist. Because you see the formation of like the War Dogs, right? how they have these agents dispatched to different countries in order to take Wakandan technology back to the homeland and preserve the secrecy of Wakanda. And I thought that was really interesting, right? They have instead of like Nick Fury is like the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., they have, I believe her name is like Kitty or something. It's something like that. But she literally loses an eye and has an eye patch, and she's the director. It's like Director N, and I'm like, all right, well, I know what you are. But it's really fun to get that perspective. You also see there's a point where a Wakandan is sent to Crete, and he fights in the Trojan War with Achilles. And after serving with him for like 9 years, it's like his best friend. He has to kill his best friend, and it's fucking heartbreaking. Like, it's actually amazing. And then the third episode,
watch this.
the third episode is remarkable because not only do you get background on Wakanda from these episodes, but you also get a little sneak peek preview in the background of the world of Kunlun and the Iron Fist.
Hell yeah.
I don't know which one this is. Because I wasn't as locked in as I was, because like I said, it's still serviceable. It's not the most captivating show, but it's still good. But the Iron Fist basically they have this statue in Kunlun of the great dragon Sho Lao that has the tongue is made out of vibranium. So the guy goes in there as a war dog, and he's like, "Hey, it's me. I'm just a normal guy hanging around here in this temple." And he takes it and he runs back to Wakanda, like he flies off, and he's like, "I did that effortlessly. They won't even know I was here," even though he made a lot of noise as he was leaving. And they're checking his ship, and they're like, "Huh, that's weird. It still says there's an occupant in it." An Iron Fist that they don't know what the Iron Fist is, right? They have no knowledge of it in the outside world. They don't know what Kunlun is like as a whole. All they know is that there is a weapon that guards their most sacred treasures that they only know as the Dragon's Curse. They don't know what the fuck it is. They don't know what the fuck it does. If it's human, if it's a gun, whatever. Turns out it is like a 5'3" Asian woman who don't take no shit from nobody. She starts beating ass.
The Iron Fist?
Dude, she starts dogging it. It's bad. She literally gets one guy that's like this lady, she's like the maintenance worker on the ship. Fucking like Batman's her, right? Like just pulls her up into the fucking rafters. She's gone. They don't know where the fuck she is, right? Then there's an intruder alert that goes off, and they're like, "All right, you're the one who fucked up this mission. You go over there, you take care of it, because you brought back whatever the dragon's curse is, and now it's like fucking up our people." And he's like, "Fine, I'll go handle it. Guess I gotta do it myself." Bro does not do it. Bro does not understand what it means to be an immortal weapon. They're scrapping for a little bit. He's dodging, he's weaving, he's trying his best, but
what episode is it?
It's the third one. The third one was the one I was waiting for the most. Because they do feel like they do get more enjoyable as they go on. The first one, very standard fare, kind of boring. You have a former Dora Milaje who ends up founding the War Dogs, and she's sent to like dispatch this guy who calls himself the Lion. And he's like king of the pirates or some shit. I don't fucking know. But she stops him. And then the second one is, like I mentioned, the Trojan War. The fourth one seems to be some sort of post-apocalyptic scenario involving a future Black Panther generation. I don't know much of what that's about, but that looks pretty neat. All in all,
son, that would be kind of crazy.
I think that would be too soon. I think it maybe like great-grandson or like great-great, like several generations, because it looks like the Earth was pretty fucked up from what I saw of the bit of that episode. All in all, though,
sick.
It's still like Ironheart in the sense that it's much better than it seems like it should be for something that's shelved like this, and it's very serviceable for what it is.
Yeah.
All in all, I give this shit a 3. Give this shit an honest 3.5. Actually, it's pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty fun. Not bad. It's a good, decent watch. It's 4 episodes.
I want to watch it. I just completely have forgotten that it came out, and that's on Marvel and Disney.
Yeah. It's 30 minutes apiece, man. And honestly, if it got the time, I honestly am. I do think that while Marvel does show a lot in trailers, the use of the fucking what's it called, of the Iron Fist promo art mask, putting that was smart because I'm not gonna lie, that is what got me to watch this. Because I was
Absolutely,
like,
that's what's going to get everybody to watch it once they
I was
find
like,
out it's out.
yeah. Well, if this is your the way you find out, dear listener, go watch it, please. Please, they cannot keep doing Ryan Coogler like this. They really cannot. He's
Dude, it's
actually
insane.
genuinely great.
I mean, he's an executive producer, so I don't know how like heavy he was into this, but
No.
but with shit like Black Panther, I think he's going to be pretty pretty
Well,
locked
hands
in
on
on
with it.
and hands on. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like his baby.
like James with the Guardians, right? He's got a certain kinship to the character. So he's like I know what they are. I know how this world builds itself, and he's done a pretty good job with the tools he's been given, I'd say.
Yeah.
And
Um,
and I'm realizing now that what would you say your hype rating is for this?
probably a
Just based on the
3.
premises, three,
Probably a
pretty
3,
standard.
and 2 of those points is because of Iron Fist.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, because like, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
nothing against. I just don't see like why do we need this in 4 episodes, 30 minutes each? That just seems like nothing is gonna come out of this other than like a cool animation and Iron Fist.
You get mostly background lore, if anything. It's nothing like too pertinent to
Well, I'm
like the
wondering if this
multiverse
is even
saga or
set
anything,
in
really.
I'm wondering if this is even set in the main universe. Do they have like calls to
Well,
like?
I wouldn't be able to confirm until I get to like that that fourth episode, but from what I saw, it seems relatively still plausible to be slotted into the MCU because it's further enough back in the past without fucking things up, but
Yeah.
enough to where you're like, okay, I can follow this along. I can get what's going on here,
So, like, did they
and you can
mention
find a
like Cap
family
or
story.
anything? Because I feel
No,
like
no. It's all I once again, I think the most recent episode, like the fourth one, is probably the most modern of them. But those
yeah,
first three set solely in the past, like old school Assassin's Creed type shit. Actually, that's
that's
the best comparison I can get. If you want Assassin's Creed but done by Wakandans, this is this. It's an anthology of different members of the Wakandan security team, the War Dogs, going out and
that's
doing their
right.
missions in an anthology type of way. They're connected, but they're also
See,
kind of not.
that makes it sound appealing, more
There's
so appealing
also
to me.
there's also this really good through line that they do where all the people who leave Wakanda are like, even if they don't go through something like incredibly traumatic, right? They'll spend years upon years in deep cover, right? Making friendships, making relationships with people like the guy in the second episode who was friends with Achilles, right? They only fought each other because after 9 years, and him finding out that that guy's mission, right? When he goes to get the necklace that's made of vibranium from where the castle of the place where they're invading, all
Uh-huh.
he sees is the king and queen escaping, while an amulet is in the hands of that Wakandan. And
So
he's like,
he's
"Oh,
like,
you're helping them escape. You bribed them. You fucking conned me for 9 years, and you don't even care about the call. Now you gotta die, bro.
yeah,
You're
they're the
dying. I
ones.
don't give a shit, right?" And he has to basically kill like his best friend. And there's this whole through line of like once they go out there in the world and they experience what the outside world is like the allegory of the cave, right? Instead of like rejecting the outside world, they can't help but go back to it. They're compelled. They feel like a stranger in their own body when they go back to Wakanda, which kind of plays on like this
Veterans.
metaphor for like veterans, yeah, and like how people go into war, right? I might be just reading too deep into it, but it does a
No, that
lot
for sure.
for like an animated show of 4 episodes based off of a African guy who dresses as a cat. It does a lot.
That's
Cinema.
Honestly, three out of 5 recommended watch. Go check it out. Graham's hype meters at a 3, I believe, right? It's a 3,
yeah.
3, 4, right around that. Matt, what would you say your hype is at?
Mine is at a 4 because I love Black Panther is my favorite superhero. I love anything Black Panther related. I'm gonna support it. My biggest gripe is the fact that it was poorly marketed.
Yeah, for
But
sure. And
that-
that's what I was saying. Like, once people find out it's out, it'll get watched and
Yeah,
we'll enjoy it. Once they find out, I think more about this. And
We're gonna see a bunch of videos being like the underrated gem Disney doesn't want you to know about,
exactly.
like
Yeah,
shit like that.
And poor marketing aside, I mean, if it's got Ryan Coogler attached to it, it's animation. mind you, the world of Wakanda. I feel like the world of Wakanda is grossly underutilized.
Absolutely.
Outside of the two Black Panther films we've gotten. I
Yeah.
hope that this spurs more attention on the world of Wakanda. There's so much you can do with it. There's so much
so much history.
If they want to continue with animation,
and not even
my biggest suggestion: two things: a Dora Milaje show or an anthology series with the history of the Black Panthers leading up to T'Challa.
See, I think that's the move right there. And I think you can even do a season a piece or just like 2 episodes a piece.
Or no. I like the idea of a season a piece because that gives you a lot to do going from Bashenga all the way down to T'Challa. Especially the T'Chaka season.
And you can just see like
dude.
If you look at the Bashanga one, you can have like the old Avengers. Like their version, like cavemen,
Hank Pym, the OG, like Hank Pym and all that.
Yeah, and then you do like each one, you show just what that like outside Marvel universe looked like in that time.
Exactly. Like do it like how in '97.
Give me a season where it's Cap and Black Panther fighting in World War II, like that.
Yes,
game
bro, like the game.
Like, put that in the
game
animation.
That's never gonna come out.
Yeah,
that'd be so great.
Or even have him like interact with like Wolverine, because Wolverine's been in all types of shit. He's lived for hundreds of years. It would make sense
send him to fucking Vietnam, and he's with the other Cap, Isaiah Bradley.
Have him, yes, bro. Have him interact with different, so it makes sense.
And then you can kind of show off what Isaiah Bradley like could fucking
exactly.
Now
and with animation,
that's a hard idea.
There's so much you can do with animation. I feel like it's an untapped medium at this point because yes, people still make animated stuff. Like we got Killer of Killers this year. We've gotten different animated shows in different movies, but we need more. I feel like we can do a lot more. And first of all, pay your fucking animators. 2, write good stories. 3, give us complete projects that we don't have to worry about watching 32 different movies and shows. I don't care about all that. I want to be able to go into a movie immediately and just be immersed into a world where I don't have to do research and homework. That's a problem with Marvel right now. They're losing the general audience because you have to do homework to understand the greater MCU. The benefit that we have here on this channel, we read comics besides just watching the movies. We know the lore. We know what's going on. Like I got a couple of comics on order right now. I'm about to go get me some shit from the comic shop. I got the Black Panther, A Nation Under Feet by Ta-Nehisi Coates right here on my shelf. I'm gonna go reread that tonight when I go to sleep. We have the tangible knowledge that a lot of the general audience doesn't have. That's great. The problem is the studios need to understand that. Same thing with that's why I like what DC just did with Superman.
I think Marvel did that with Fantastic Four too.
They did. They made a shift because you don't have to know the Fantastic Four's lore to understand it's a stretchy guy, an invisible woman.
I mean, it helps, but it has nothing to do with any of the other movies that have come, and that's why
it's standalone. Exactly.
So I'm excited. I want to see them do more with this. I'm gonna give it I'm gonna change my hype meter. What did I say? 3.5? No, I'm gonna give it a 4.
You said 4.
My bad. That tism, the ADHD hitting me. But I'm gonna give it a 4 as far as my hype meter because I'm
probably gonna watch the first episode when we get off.
Yeah, I might watch it here when I'm editing the podcast and trying to upload it. I'll probably try to watch the first episode. I'm still watching.
Pretty damn solid.
I'm still watching Ford versus Ferrari, and I'm still watching F1.
Oh my god!
Drive to Survive. So I'm still on my racer kick. I might start talking in a British accent soon.
You need to talk like a real racer and talk like Dale Earnhardt.
Bro, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'll put that.
A real racer is.
I'll put that Dale Earnhardt story movie on right now. Tell me I won't.
You know what?
Right now, I'll do it today.
And speaking of things we should do right now, how about we end this episode because I'm quite sleepy and this Chinese food is so cold. I ordered it an hour ago and it's so cold. It's toxic right now.
That boy dim sum look like Luna Snow right now.
I have dead ass been like a bird crouching out of frame every few seconds to try to sneak a piece of orange chicken. But I'm like, oh my god, bro, I gotta get more of this. But you know what you gotta do? Also get some more incredible news But before I tell you where you can get that incredible news, I want to thank you so much for watching. First and foremost, thank you so much for watching,
Thank you, everybody.
listening.
Tune
Like
in.
and subscribe. Do all of the YouTube things. If you don't, I will know. And on the list of things I know where you can get incredible backstage information and incredible behind the scenes knowledge and interviews with some of your favorite actors, actresses, and directors and writers, and maybe even the janitor. They're pretty thorough over there at Backstage OL. Let me tell you something. Our very own David is one of their best correspondents, if not their best. And
No bias.
and honestly,
no bias.
they're just like us, but nothing like us because they have budget
funded.
and they're very professional.
And
They are
funded.
they're very funded. They're very funded. Speaking of funding and people who would like money, I would like money. Give me money. Money me now. And if you want to money me now, get over to me Twitch. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but get over to me Twitch and me YouTube and me social media and all me platforms at Tari Singo. You will find me located there.
You'll find a way to
at
edit that out.
all these platforms. I'm currently in a bit of a let's say content rut.
The war on
still
YouTube.
at war.
The war on
I'm
YouTube
still very much at war.
Brethren.
I'm still demonetized for another fucking month because you insolent hacks at YouTube won't give me my goddamn creative flowers. But it's fine. It's fine. I guess voice acting, scripting, and editing an entire abridgment of an existing property is not original or transformative enough. But it's fine. We're fine.
They hate him.
They hate me. But if you don't hate me, go to my Twitch and watch me hate Marvel Rivals, a game that I've been playing for so long and I'm still stuck in Golden. And honestly, I'm going to consider crime after this.
You're in gold?
I'm in gold.
Touch grass.
Work your way up there, peasant. I'm higher than 70% of the population. I don't give a fuck.
Let me tell you something.
Fine.
Let me tell you something. I have yet to play comp. I won't because I refuse to be in.
They also won't let you because you have one lord and it's Scarlet Witch. They're not gonna let you. They're gonna bully you out of the match, man.
I don't care. Them niggas scared of greatness.
But if you're not scared of greatness, you can see amazing greatness at all of our platforms at Cinestro Corp. Yeah. If you put an S, I swear to God, if I find one motherfucking S, bro, we are one single corp. I'm tired of the allegations.
Eyes of Wakanda will be on you.
You will not evade our line of sight of a sniper rifle.
The eyes of Wakanda.
The eyes of Wakanda. They don't miss. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. On the Snapchat, I don't know if we have that. The bald-headed demons. Whether you are a bald-headed or a hairy demon, you must follow us on all of the social media platforms so you never miss a beat of what we are doing. Thank you so much for watching, listening. Share us with your friends. Like, subscribe, comment. Comments, mfana. You must comment, eh? We must know what you are talking about, eh? Inform us. And we will see you in the next one when we talk about, Matt, what is the next thing we talk about, eh?
Spider-Man weapons and
we got Spider-Man.
We got
weapons. If you watch this next episode and you haven't seen Freaky Friday by now, get right with God because that movie's been out for years. Okay, years.
Yeah.
You should know by now. We getting freaky next week.
Reboot is the same thing. The same thing. If you have seen the first one, you have seen this one.
It's
anyway,
the same thing. Until next time, y'all. Stay awesome.
Goodbye.
Appreciate y'all. Love you guys for tuning in. Shout out to our newest subscriber. We just got up one more subscriber on the YouTube. You're real. Appreciate you. Share this page.
That homeless man finally did it.
Share this page with 15 people. And until next time, guys, stay awesome. We will see you at the movies. Peace, love, pixie dust. Let's get it.